Want nothing, have everything. Today on Fortitude Through Stoicism, and this is my 365-day journey of implementing the ancient philosophy of Stoicism into the life of this modern masculine man. Speaks to my heart. The quote again by Seneca the entertainer, again, rich as fuck, but here we go. No person has the power to have everything they want, but it is in their power to not want what they don't have, and to cheerfully put to good use what they do have. So here's the question, right? We actually have people now that are near that trillionaire status, right? Buffett, and they say Elon Musk will hit it. So here's the question. Soros is another one. Is there a person so rich that there is literally nothing they can't afford? And you're thinking islands, private jets, yachts. But surely there is, right? Even the richest people on the planet have regularly failed in attempts to buy elections, right? But more importantly, to buy respect, class, love, any number of other things that aren't for sale. P. Diddy, right, has all that money in the world. Now he's hiding from people because he found out he's a pedophile, right? No respect. Who can love a guy like that? Rich as fuck, right? So, if obscene wealth will never get you everything you want, according to Ryan Holiday, is that the end of it, or is there another way? So let's look at someone like John D. Rockefeller, right? Because we're going to take the Stoic approach to this. John D. Rockefeller, who was the richest man of his time, if you calculate his wealth, probably near that trillionaire status in today's money. He said, a man's wealth must be determined by the relation of his desires and expenditures to his income. If he feels rich on $10 and have everything he desires, then he is rich, right? So that's what Stoics say. And I guess we're talking about wealth, right? Excuse me. So Stoics say you have two options. You could put all this effort into increasing your wealth, or just take the pragmatic shortcut and just want less. So how does this apply to me, right? Because this is what I'm talking about, practical application into my life. So I'm in a very high income bracket. I have plenty of disposable income. But I don't buy things. I enjoy experiences. And for me, like I talk to people all the time, like my greatest, I don't want to call it a possession, but it's my annual membership to Busch Gardens, $41 a month, $41.67 for 2 passes. I go to Busch Gardens 3 to 4 times a month. Why do I go to Busch Gardens? Not for the rides, not for the games, not for the food. I go to Busch Gardens to walk around the park and see my animals. That brings me so much pleasure, and it's so simple. 2 passes. Now, let's equate that, right? $105 a ticket, parking's $30, right? So 2 people, you know, you're talking almost $250, not even including food, to go to the park for a day. $41.67. And I go several times a month. It's very simple, right? You say, oh man, you could buy a boat, you could do all this other stuff, you can buy that Harley you want. No, thank you. Because with my Busch Gardens membership, I show up, I don't have to clean the park. I don't have to feed the animals, I don't have to groom the animals. It's really incredible. I can show up and play with the animals. And when I've had enough, I can go home. In my mind, those are my animals. That's my park. I'm going to my park. I say it all the time. I'm going to see my animals. Those animals aren't Busch Gardens. They're my animals. That's just how I see it. I don't want to own that big park. I just want to go visit my animals. So my shortcut is I have everything I need. I've got I've got my chimpanzees, I got my orangutans, got my elephants. I want nothing because I have literally everything I want. And you may be laughing at me like, "Oh, Shawn, that's silly. You don't really own, you really don't have a park." Well, I don't really, because in my mind I'm paying a share, right? A fractional membership, and it's open 365 days a year. Last year I've gone on Christmas. I have. So that's the Stoic shift, right? Just think about that for a minute. Think about the mindset shift. I don't need to own a bunch of shit to have the most amazing Saturday every single weekend. That is one small example. I know it's a big flex to have a big boat and have pool, like all this shit, but really, then you got to take care of it. Or you got to pay somebody to take care of it. Then you got to deal with the person who is taking care of it, which is a whole nother thing, especially today, especially in this country. It really is a mindset shift. The only thing that I'm like racking, I'm sitting here trying to think of the only thing that I can truly want. The only thing that I've wanted was to fix my boot. Because once I got that hole, and every time I stepped on a pebble, I could feel it. And like, no kidding, it would stab me in my foot. So now my boots are fixed. I can't think of a single thing that I want right now. I mean, I'm working towards goals, but those are like yesterday's lesson with Seneca. It's like taking a pragmatic sense. If I accomplish it, great. Do I need it? Absolutely not. I don't need anything. I don't need anything. I really don't. Matter of fact, I'm in a position where I could literally go blend into Southeast Asia somewhere and just exist. I have that ability. But today's lesson, want nothing and have everything. And on that, let's go get to it.